Did Brandon Aiyuk take shots at Jimmy Garoppolo?
I feel like he did a little bit. So I don't know if you saw. You probably didn't, Grant. You've been out of pocket, understandably so.
Yeah.
But somebody had posted, I think it was 49er Edits on his Instagram, posted the shot where Jimmy threw him the go route against the Rams in the NFC Championship, and just posted that video. And he commented on the video and he said, "Deep ball me in all capital letters, please."
Deep ball me, please.
Yeah, but the please was in all capital letters. Like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this all year.
Yes.
This dude finally gets me a deep ball. We can see what I can do with it. That's the way I took that. And you've got, I mean, as we break down this offseason, a lot of people are talking about how we need a burner receiver, right? We need a receiver that can threaten you deep. Maybe that receiver has been Aiyuk the whole time, but we haven't had the quarterback that could help him threaten deep. Aiyuk really could have dominated that game if he had been given the opportunity. To me, if they had a quarterback that could just go after a corner repeatedly until the other team stopped it, Aiyuk could have had easily 7 to 10 catches, close to 200 yards, because that corner could not hold him. And the fact that he was getting open all over the place and wasn't just being force-fed the ball. Again, you talked about Aiyuk being in the quote-unquote doghouse earlier in the year and how that wasn't a Shanahan thing. You felt that was a Garoppolo thing. Maybe this is kind of shedding some light into that a little bit.
Well, I think it's possible what was happening with Aiyuk is that, like, he would get open deep, and we would see it in camp, especially in preseason. He'd get open, he wouldn't get the ball, or it would be off, and he would show up Jimmy. I think we could agree on that. He would jump up and down.
Mm-hmm.
He would stamp his feet. He would wave his arms. He would show up Jimmy Garoppolo, and I think that was the issue. It's like, look, we're trying to pump up Jimmy Garoppolo's trade value here, and you're a second-year player, and that's not going to fly. Sorry. So I guess they felt like you can't act this way, but still, Brandon was right. Like, he was probably wrong to do the stuff he did, but he was right to feel like, what the hell? And I think, I can't speak for him, but I think what he felt was, man, like, this man doesn't even look down the field more than 10 yards. He doesn't even look. So that would be pretty frustrating too. And I think that's why, deep ball me, please. It doesn't matter. I can run the cleanest double move, the cleanest post route, the cleanest post corner. He's not even going to look, and it's frustrating. I can understand that.
Yeah, I mean, it would be extremely frustrating. And again,
nearsighted, farsighted,
yeah,
nearsighted.
I agree, though. That would be frustrating. And by the way, let's not forget that he worked out with Lance last offseason, and now he's going to work out with him again this offseason. That, to me, is a receiver that is starting to see the bigger picture and realize, hold on a second. Well, if I can get on the same page with this next quarterback, I can bring home the bag, because this guy will get me the ball deep. We'll be on the same page, and I'll be the man here, hopefully, is kind of, I think, what he's thinking here. So, yeah, man, I would be frustrated if I was him, because he has all the skill set. We've seen him have all the skill set. That's never been a question with Brandon Aiyuk. And if it is, it shouldn't be.
Nah, Brandon Aiyuk averaged 18.3 yards per catch his last year at Arizona State. He was a definite deep threat. Ask Diamond Lenore, who got roasted numerous times by Brandon Aiyuk. If he took shots at Jimmy, I mean, can't do anything about it now. Jimmy's on the way out. Deuces!
Well, here's the thing is, I just found it interesting because everybody else seems to be going out of their way to talk about how great Jimmy is. Aiyuk has just stayed silent on the whole thing. And then the one thing he says, deep ball me, please. Like, oh my gosh, give me the freaking ball, can we? I just think that's an interesting contrast to what we've been seeing from everybody else.
I mean, the offense was so limited with Jimmy Garoppolo this year. You had to find very new and specific ways to get each person the ball. Debo had to become a freaking running back.
Right.
Aiyuk, they were reduced to running him on what? Slants and digs, right? Yeah. He can do a whole lot more than slants and digs, but that's the only way that freaking Jimmy Garoppolo could get him the ball. It's probably frustrating. So I think you're going to see the full skill set come out.
I agree.
Must feel really good for Brandon. George says there will be no reason for us to trade Trey Lance for Aaron Rodgers because Rodgers blaming his teammates for his mistakes more than he blamed himself. Aaron Rodgers just spoiled Trey Lance all day. Oh, snap. Niner fans don't even want you anymore. They don't even like you. Where do you think Rodgers is going to go real quick?
I think he's going to stay in Green Bay.
Me too. He seems like a guy who like kind of, threatens about leaving his girlfriend all the time, but never does. It's like, I'm about to do it so bad.
Speaking of, his girlfriend's leaving him, so there's
Is that right?
Yeah, they called off the engagement.
Who's his girlfriend?
I forget. I don't know. Some famous chick. I have no idea.
Right.
But you know what's funny about him, and this is Aaron Rodgers. All his whole career has had these weird things. Like, I don't think he's close with his family. He kind of isolates himself. He's a little bit of a loner. Doesn't seem to have like good social skills. This has kind of been a pattern throughout his whole life, to be real with you.
He lives in Green Bay all by himself or whatever. And I was asking locals, so what do you think of Aaron Rodgers? And they're like, oh, he's a jerk. He's a jerk. I was like, how do you? Oh, and they all know. So I don't know.
Yeah,
sorry,
there's something to that.
About you. Niners about to give for fans. You can read that for making us wait a year to see them trading him. No, they won't do it. They're not going to.
I hope not. No.
Kyle has a plan. I think. Did you guys see Patrick Willis tweet about possibly coming out of retirement?
No, and please don't.
He's like D'Amico's age. I don't think he will. I would be.
He's got to be 37-ish, 38, yeah.
36, born in 85, I think. It was reported that Tom Brady and his family is upset at the Niners organization for not picking him up 2 years ago. No TB12 to the Bay. Who reported that?
Who cares?
Wow.
Like, God.
So they were talking about that guy in the shop then, huh? They were talking about Jimmy Garoppolo.
Maybe.
Did that never come out ever?
It didn't. Here's why I don't think it was Jimmy Garoppolo, because he also said something else that was very key that people missed out on. He said it was a team that he would have never considered going to anyways.
All right.
He obviously wanted to be a Niner, so.
Leandro says Rodgers is the Jimmy of great quarterbacks. He's unbelievable until the lights are brightest. He's unbelievably gone in big moments, although the Niners are a better overall team. I can't really argue with that. It's amazing that he only has one ring, considering how great he is.
Yeah.
Jimmy G for Chase Young from Commanders. Yeah, I think that's probably what. How about Chase Young in the first or two?
Why stop at Chase Young?